Bam! What up, Yang Gang? Welcome back. It is the Daily News.
Today we're going to be talking about Biden unveiling executive actions on gun control. Some of the actions being taken are to propose a rule within 30 days to help stop the proliferation of ghost guns, firearms assembled from kits that often lack serial numbers and are difficult to trace. Direct the DOJ to craft a rule within 60 days that clarifies the point at which a stabilizing arm brace effectively turns a pistol into a short-barreled rifle, subjecting that firearm to additional regulations. And then also to direct the DOJ within 60 days to model red flag legislation, which lets law enforcement officers or family members ask a court to temporarily bar someone accessing guns under certain circumstances. The White House says the model legislation will make it easier for states to pass their own versions of that law and direct the DOJ to issue a comprehensive report on gun trafficking. So it's a pretty extensive list there.
Yeah, I as an atheist, I have to highlight this. They've offered plenty of thoughts and prayers, members of Congress, but they have passed not a single federal law to reduce gun violence. He said, "Enough prayers, time for some action." Bam.
That's been something that's been floating around social media for a while. It's good to hear it reiterated, and that kind of says that we're being heard a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and I think this is being said by, where'd it go? David Chipman. He's the director of the ATF. And so we'll see. This is what it was. They still haven't even confirmed the head of the ATF. Still. I mean, how long does that take? I don't know. Is it literally one person at a time? You know?
I don't know. I think that they aren't, they're definitely not trying to push them through as fast as they did for Trump. So.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is the time to put the pressure on all of the legislators, all of them. Act now or forever hold your peace, and your ass is going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged and primaried, and just get you the hell out the way, because we got QAnon whack jobs like that green lady and the other young lady with the brown hair. I can't remember her name. I don't really care to know her name, honestly. I hope she has a very short-lived career. But they want to carry their guns into the Senate and Congress on the floor. That's kind of fucking nut jobs we got elected in these nut job counties, wherever the hell these people are. And we got to legislate a way. We got to legislate a way to prevent nuts like that getting in charge and being like, it's a free for all, y'all. Yeehaw. United States of Texas, you know, like it's madness.
When you think about the amount of elected officials we have who are willing to flaunt their disregard for rules that have been in place for
ever,
yeah. I don't think you were ever allowed to carry a gun.
You're not allowed to carry a gun on any federal property.
Never.
You know?
That was never in question.
Right.
Now it's in question because of them. They've turned it into a question, something that was not a question.
Right. Well, they created a problem so they can create the solution. Let me carry my pistol into Congress. Again, QAnon whack
jobs we invited here come back.
Yeah. Well, you think about it, you had the last school shooting, and the day of that one, I can't remember her name. If you guys can help us out, I can't remember the damn lady's name. She's in Congress. She's the one that had that stupid commercial that looked ridiculous, like a Wranglers meets Marlboro Brother commercial. It's just so dumb. And she's like, I carry my pistol because I'm 109 pounds. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. I don't know what her name is, but yeah, so we have people like that in Congress.
I've seen the worst combinations of people who should have guns having guns.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
There's if we don't ban guns, maybe we should get rid of alcohol permanently, because goddamn, that's a bad combination.
Yeah.
You know,
booze and guns never works out well.
It does not work out well, and it's probably a good portion of our homicides in the US.
Well, and typically, I can't think of the number. I wish I had time to look this up earlier, but it'll cut down on death by suicide by guns. I mean, I think it's like 77,000 suicides a year are by handguns.
Yeah.
That's just a number. I thought I heard that before. That number stick at 77,000 for some reason. But I know people say, here's the same thing. People say, well, if they don't kill themselves with the guns, they'll kill themselves with the rope or da 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 da.
There's actually evidence against that. That's not true. It's actually literally proven that that's not true. There was an oven that was available in London. I can't remember the exacts of the story, but there was an oven that was available in London where people could put their head in and they would kill themselves real quick. Suicide spiked during that period. Do you know what caused suicide rates to go back down?
Got rid of the oven deal.
And the use of that oven. Suicide is something that happens in the moment for a lot of people. You're feeling ultimately depressed. If you have to think about it for too long, you decide, well, maybe today is not the day I'm going to do it. Having a speedy, quick, efficient means to kill yourself is half of suicide. Yeah. Particularly the effective ones. People who plan out too long usually aren't actually suicidal and are trying to, save something. Mm-hmm. If you're in the moment, if you're feeling suicidal in that moment and you have a gun there, you are way more likely.
Yes, it significantly increases the odds of a successful suicide. That's for damn sure. I like the fact that Biden's willing to take that big move and say, hey, I'm not banning weapons. I'm saying we should ban things that make weapons more dangerous.
That ghost gun stuff's particularly scary to me.
Yeah.
The idea that you could just buy it in pieces and parts. Does that, like, if you're buying it in parts, could you then even be like a kid and order it as a kit?
You gotta be able to verify your age and stuff like that, But that's easily.
You're doing
my kids order stuff with my account on Amazon all the time.
Yeah, that's really unsafe.
Yeah, but yeah, you can buy one piece at a time. Like a Johnny Cash song, man. Just buy one piece at a time and put that sucker together, spread it out, and no one ever knows any different. And all of a sudden, hey, this guy had a 50 caliber rifle on the back of his pickup truck and shot someone 1.5 miles away.
That's even
possible.
It's even scarier with like 3D printers and such too.
That's the biggest threat to me is like coarse quarter assassination attempts is single and double shot plastic injection or 3D printing guns. All you need is a metal hammer. That's it. Just a piece of metal. And it's the way they do it. They have like a spring loaded plastic injection. So you pull the trigger, it breaks the spring and it just slams it forward. And also that pin hits the back of that bullet, bam, you got yourself a gun. And they have single and double shots. That they've actually banned the distribution of it, but it's already out there. Let's be real. But yeah, so Biden's making a move. Congress needs to confirm the ATF guy, and many, many more. I mean, what the hell? Has it been 100 days? But nonetheless, first 3 months roughly. And we still haven't gotten all the people approved yet. I mean, what the hell?
Stay activated, people, because we're going to need you in midterms to get this a little bit more. We need more Democrats in there to stop the Republicans from stopping stuff. They're obstructionists. That's their whole game plan nowadays.
And I want to rephrase that: progressive candidates, not Democrats.
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things is the reason why I say Democrats in general is because they will vote on the same side as their people with some whipping.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily you can't get that to happen with a Republican. I mean, they whip in the other direction.
Yeah, not the Second Amendment. They ain't budging.
Mm-hmm. So you need more blue just to balance it, because even if they're not the best option, and I know that sounds terrible, and I know it's compromising, but I really think of it more as strategizing. We need people who are more capable of bending.
I think it needs to be more regulated, which I hate saying that because I don't like government involvement as much. But this one is a safety issue. You must, kind of like COVID-19. It's a public health safety. Gun violence is a public health crisis.
That is actually one of the quotes that Biden said. he said, this is an epidemic, for God's sake, and it has to stop.
Yeah. All right, guys, let us know what you think about that in the comment section. Are you for or against Biden using executive legislative power to put these restrictions in place? Do you think it should be a federal law, or do you think it should be a states' rights issue? Where do you fall on that spectrum? Do you think they should ban all guns, or just all pistols, or just all rifles? Or how do you, should it be free for all? We should be able to get a tank. But yeah, guys, put that in the comment section. Let's see where you guys fall out on this spectrum, this two-way spectrum. And thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll see you guys next time. And like always, gang gang.